So, I'm gonna be. I got up this morning. I wanted to make some content, right? Actually, I didn't want to make some content, but I'm trying to get dressed. Today's my daughter's birthday. I'm gonna go to dinner um, with her and her siblings, and mother. Um, I specify that because she's not old enough. Like I'm just going with her. But so I'm like, I've talked about ADHD before, and I don't just a little bit about ADHD. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just saw a few symptoms. I'm like, dang, that sounds a little like me. But I've also went through that process of with narcissism and all kinds of different dark psychology traits and all kinds of personality things. And I've identified as I learned it, I'm like, dang, I have all these overlapping traits and different things. And I was like, I was able to take that. I had to distinguish, like, you can't, there's a difference in traits and there's a difference in the disorder or whatever it might be. So, but for me, I just like see one, two traits in a certain personality or something. I'm like, oh, that's me, that's me. And I'm like, before I know it, I had 7,000 personalities, because I'm seeing two traits here, two there. I'm like, oh, I have all these things. I'm like, yeah, no wonder I've had problems in life. But, no, so I was like, man, I'm trying to I want to share something of what I've done. I get up my alarm goes off at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't get up till 6, jump in the shower. And this isn't an easy process for me because of things that I'm fighting in my head. I want the energy I just want to wake up on fire, like full of energy, boom, sharp, getting things done. That's what I would like to be. I've worked around men that are just go, 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 and I would like to be like that. I desire that ability to just bam, go, multitask, have a good memory, which I do have a very good memory. I just maybe where I'm going with that is this. In this process this morning, I have on a pair of pants. Here. 6 pairs, however many pairs, all the same pants. There's a reason behind it. I struggle with something. I don't have to stand there and look at what pair of pants I'm going to put on. I got all the same kind. See that little closet? That's all hoodies right there. But out in the hallway, I have a clothes rack that has t-shirts on it. In my dresser, I have some other, I have these shirts, which I don't wear a whole lot. But I'm like, I have a problem. Here I am. That was my solution for the pants. Get all the same ones. I don't have to think about it. Now I struggle I go with t-shirts. I'm like, and I've walked out there 5 times to get a shirt, and I'm like, man, who gets overwhelmed with this nonsense, man? And I'll share a time like that I went through with my son. We went and I got like 5 pairs of shoes. They're nice shoes. I take care of my shoes. I respect, I value those things because I was poor as a kid, so wearing nice shoes was, whatever. As an adult, I try to wear nice shoes. But I went to the creek with my son. He was taking his dog out, walking the dog. And his casualness of how he just got out of the truck, ready to go, boom, boom. And I'm looking at his shoes like, he doesn't care. I was like, it changed something in me. I'm like, I miss the freedom to just throw on a shirt and not care. Throw on a shirt, whatever it might be, shoes, with, I don't want to get my shoes dirty or something like that. I'm like, dang, I miss that. And it inspired me to get back to that. It's not easy, but what I'm sharing is I just went through that with the shirts, and I'm like, well, here, that's something I could talk about. Let's hear. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Let's go talk about that. Let's share that. Let's share that on, you know, I need to get to doing lives. That way people can tell me stuff. Anyways. Yeah, because I'd like to converse about these things, like, you know, other people's opinions, solutions, helpful things, because I'm here to offer help, maybe relate to somebody. So in the process, and then I'm like, dude, I'm about to make some content, right? I can't find a shirt. There's plenty out there. I'm like, the overthinking. That was one of the other things. I don't know where you would class this. Like, just grab a shirt, man. So I did. Guess what? I put on 2 shirts. It's not like I'm doing something special. I mean, I am with my daughter later on today. But it's not a big deal. This shouldn't have this kind of control and effect on your life to where getting a shower and getting dressed, when the pressure is really on, I could do that in 15 minutes. 20, shower, probably. A fast shower I could probably do in 10 minutes. Getting dressed, you know, full time, 20 minutes, let's just say. Getting a fast shower, dressed, 15, 20 minutes. But because I know I have till a certain time, because I know I have till 9 o'clock, I'm not firing, my mind's not firing like that. I'm moving like a turtle. Not moving like a turtle, but my mind isn't making me make those decisions that fast enough. Just grab a shirt, go, boom, boom, boom. Anyway, so I settled with this shirt. I was like, let's grab this. Put on 2 shirts, took them off, hung them back up. Just nonsense, stuff that I cannot stand. And what was the solution I was thinking about? The solution, I was like, I'm about to get all the same shirts. That's not the solution. Because here, the problem that comes with getting all the same shirts is going to be what? Now people's going to think I wear the same clothes every day. But anyway, so I got on there. That's my little spiel about the ADHD and which I don't know if any of that has anything to do with ADHD or as I'm saying this stuff, I'm like, it sounds like a psychopath. Of course, I would never claim to be a psychopath because I don't want to hurt nobody, but I don't think all psychopaths are like messed up like that. I think you could probably, revelation, but baby, you might be able to be a psychopath and just be a regular person and have the same disconnections that maybe a psychopath have. Maybe your brain, but you're nice. And does that make sense? Welcome to my world, man. Hey, welcome to my world. I'm not perfect, man. That's for sure. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. My goodness, man. My mind is in a lot of places. Because I looked on this other phone, I'm like, okay, there's something I can talk about. Now I'm going down a whole different place. Ooh, so you got all these creators and they can talk about, but do any of them share their flaws and their fights, their wars? Ooh, see, this is the poison of social media for even a pastor. How do we get to, as pastors, as these YouTubers, and they get to stay on one subject that they're strong, that is their strong suit, and they want to bash whatever it is that they are. Like me, I can go against the things. I can sit on a throne and judge the world for the sins that I don't do or whatever. But let's be real, or we can talk. We're using this platform to talk about a subject that we're good in, but we're not exposing our flaws. We can be anything we want on here, on Facebook. I saw a thing, you can go on vacation on Facebook and actually stay in your home. I could post a bunch of things on Facebook saying that I went to, this is funny, Barbados. I said that to somebody one time because I didn't know it was pronounced Barbados, and she corrected me. She's like, "It's Barbados." I was like, because we was on the phone, I was like, "Hey, did you have a nice vacation in Barbados?" She said, "It's Barbados." She said it very snotty like you. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Yeah, it was. But, yes, we can be anything we want on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. We can portray I actually saw a thing where some dude was like, made it out like he's rich, and he had people, stupid stuff. And he had people that would, and here's the thing, so he had women willing to send him money just because he acted like, because here. So they did, it's not so much that he played them. I mean, he did. I don't want to excuse his behavior, but they played themselves because they judged him. These women that sent him all this money, they judged him. He did to them what they would have did to him. They wanted to, because he appeared to be high status, high maintenance, have a lot going on for him. So they was willing to go after him for what he offered, for what he appeared to offer, and neither one of these things are right. So let me be clear about that. But that's the truth. That's how I would analytically look at that and be like, okay, well, if I was you, I wouldn't be looking for dates on freaking Facebook, and some of that I'm like, who would fall for? I'm like, I don't care what a chick, how beautiful. I don't care I don't care what kind of problems. I'm not going for that. Like, hey, can you send me money to do this? Like, come on. There's too many. This is all scams going on out. The whole world's a scam almost, you know? Like, nah, if it requires sending money, like, let's not do that. But that's what I went through today, this morning. And then I finally threw on some shirts, got over here to sit down. So we're going to talk about this part. My mind was racing in all these different spots, and I'm like, okay, God, I pray, like, give me something to glorify you, man, and give me something to glorify God, to strengthen and help someone, That's why I want to make this video. So I shared some intimate stuff about myself, whatever you want to call it. We all go through things, and where I was just going a little minute ago, man, is we get distracted. We all have flaws, problems. God's still working on me. I'll never be perfect. I am actually perfect in Christ. It's God. Jesus was perfect. And thankfully, when God looks at me, he don't have to look at my nonsense. He gets to see his son. That's the purpose of having the blood of Jesus cover us, because we can't walk out perfection. But Jesus did, and that's how awesome that God himself paid the price so that he could see us as perfect, as his sons, his daughters, his children, if we so choose that. What I want to do, though, is so I saw this thing. It said, I get a lot of feed about narcissism and stuff, and one of the things was, it said, it was a post. I don't even know if it was real, but, I don't trust it. I think it's all clickbait type things. Is it somebody really asking the question, or are they just trying to inspire a conversation between people and get all their comments? This is what the phone is designed to do, suck your life out of you. So, suck your time out of you, your energy. But if people are going to do that, let's at least put some stuff on here that's beneficial towards them. So the post said, it said, how do you get revenge on my narc? How do I get revenge on my narc? I want to destroy them like they did me. So what I made a comment on there. I'm not a part of the group or anything, but I made a comment on it like, do not, something I believe, I know. I'm going to give it from a biblical standpoint, and this is what I pray to God. Like, give me something to glorify you, God. Do not let sin against you produce sin in you. Because I've been through this situation to where I was like, when I first started learning about narcissism, I was infatuated with it, and I would see these videos, and the titles of them would be how to torture a narcissist and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, it never crossed my mind to click on that. I'm like, who thinks that? Oh, that's another one I'm gonna go to. Who thinks like that? It wouldn't cross my mind to look on that and torture anybody for anything. So, yeah, that's the power of something I've used in my life. Try not to let sin against you. It's not an easy thing to walk out. Don't let sin against you produce sin in you. Because here, if somebody comes up and punches me in the face and I punch them back, I just let them produce sin in me because I responded. And that might be extreme. But here, I've responded in anger plenty of times. But if you have the time to process it and not do that thing, choose good, choose the right thing. Another one, and I seen somebody on there, and they made another comment. Somebody else made a comment about it, and they's like, it's clear that you are toxic, and said something about their ego, which I lost the thing, so I can't read it right now, or I'd be reading it. And, that's my gift of trying to use another phone. I gotta change the settings on it or something. Another thing, so I remember also another thing I seen was, that I had read. It said abuser, and here's how you tell the difference between the abuser and the perpetrator, whatever you want to call it, abuser and the abused, whatever. Yeah. And on the abused, the list said documents, the person that documents everything and blah 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 blah, documents. And I'm like, what? That caught my attention because I'm like, that doesn't no, that's bull crap. I've never went into a relationship. I need to document things. Here, if you have that kind of deceit, if you think of someone like that, then you don't have no business. This is all my opinion. I've never in my life looked at someone and been like, okay, I need to record them. I need to document their comments, keep their text messages, and use it. What? That's absolute nonsense. Then you shouldn't have nothing to do with that person. So I just disagree with that very strong, because that is actually cult behavior. That's cult behavior. Looking for something to use against somebody for no reason. Like, oh, I don't even have. Now I understand, like, so there's things like when I see people in custody cases or something like that, and they're just like, dang, this is somebody that I claimed to love at one point. I have no desire to frickin' smash somebody in court with nonsense, man. Regardless of what it is, I'm like, who? That's weird to me. I don't understand that. That disconnection. Not one person in my life, one of my exes, if I ever been like, I would like to do that kind of thing too. Like, if they're abusive and you come to that realization, boom, you're just cut off. I just stay away from you. There's no ability to change or something. Like, man, okay, I don't need to document things. That was just weird, but that was one of those things, because I literally made a video about covert narcissism. I know that those things falls under what a covert narcissist does with their phone, the type of all the games they play, and yeah, the recording, all that stuff. That falls under covert. It's highly falls under the category of female covert narcissism. They're very well known for all that stuff, being very deceptive with those things. Wanting to destroy you, the person they claim to love. Who does that? I don't know if that made any sense, man. About my connection there with that, but the glory of it is the knowledge in it, and yeah. So this video basically jumped over a few places, and that's I gave my little spin on it, man. I just like to share and add. Just think about the thing about don't let sin. Do not let sin against you produce sin in you. You can take that so many places. You can use that throughout your life for many situations. I don't want to carry no bitterness toward anybody, Because that's sin in me. That's poison that you're carrying inside you that's going to hinder you. Forgiveness, for example. Forgiveness is not, it's not meant. It's not just for us. For you to forgive somebody who has wronged you, it's releasing. You don't want to carry that unforgiveness, because we all need forgiveness from God. We all need that forgiveness. So we have no place to carry unforgiveness. And by forgiving someone, it's not forgetting an act that they did or anything like that, but it's releasing the bitterness, the place of sin in your heart that it's caused, that anger, the resentment, whatever it might be. You have to release that and give that to God. That the benefits of it works two different ways. So you can receive forgiveness, so that person can receive forgiveness, and also so that you're not carrying anything that hinders God working on anything else in you, or doing anything else for you, or something that hinders your growth and your ability to help someone else. That unforgiveness, I believe, will absolutely stunt your growth and keep you from having the proper advice, help, love to give to the next person. Amen. That's it.